Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Kristen. If you're new here, please remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Today I'm guiding you through a new moon yin yoga practice where we can plant the seeds of our intentions for the next lunar cycle. And this month the moon is in Gemini, which is my sign, and Gemini is a sign of perception, intuitive communication, and it rules the nervous system, the mind, and also the chest, the lungs, and the arms. And this month, the new moon is coupled with the solar eclipse. So this is a powerful time when we can see through the illusions of duality and division within our minds and to connect with the unity consciousness of the heart, so that we can not only see ourselves clearly, our shadow and our light, but we can also see ourselves in the faces of others. So in this practice today, we'll be opening the thoracic area of the body, and we'll be focusing on the heart chakra, the throat chakra, and the third eye. So let's get started by coming into a comfortable position, taking a moment to settle in. Closing your eyes. Placing your palms face up on your thighs and relaxing the center of your palms, feeling the collarbone broaden and your chest relax. Connecting to the flow of breath in through the nose and all the way up into the center of your chest, filling up your lungs and heart with breath. And with each breath, drawing the breath from your heart into your throat, expanding breath at your throat. And drawing your breath further up into the space between the eyebrows. Expanding breath into the mind. And focusing your awareness at the space between your eyebrows. And imagining in this space the seed of your intentions for the next lunar cycle. Breathing life into the seed. Bringing your palms to your heart center. Inhaling fully and exhaling. Letting the shoulders soften away from your ears, and then opening your eyes. And we'll start by crossing our left shin bone in front of the other. If you need to shake out your legs for a moment, shake them out, and then bring the left shin bone in front of the right and adjust your sits bones so you can feel the sits bones nice and wide. And then we're turning our body over towards the left, and we're inhaling, drawing the shoulders up towards your ears. Exhaling, relaxing the shoulders back and down. Stay rooted through the right hip as you fold over your left thigh, walking your fingertips forward until you feel a little bit of a pull or a stretch from the right hip all the way up the body towards the right shoulder. Take a breath here and then fold over the knee and try to bring your body just a few inches towards the inner knee so that you're not straining through the knee joint. Bringing cushioning for your forehead as you relax. Breathing all the way up from the right hip to the right shoulder. And then as you exhale, simply turn your body towards center. So you're shifting over the left shin bone. Your spine's coming back to neutral and you're folding forward and down. And breathing into the space at the base of the spine. And feeling how the sacrum is connected to the shoulders and to the base of the skull. So you're sensing into the mirroring between those 2 points of the body and the lines of tension between them. Rooting back through the sits bones, rolling all the way up. And again, as you come up, roll your shoulders up, back, and down, and take a breath. Opening up through your left leg, bringing your left leg open to the left, and you can bring the right foot closer to the upper inner thigh. And if you have a rolled blanket or some support, you can just bring that to the inner leg line here. I'm going to open more through the thoracic band of the body, through the side of the rib cage. So we're taking our left forearm down onto our prop, and you can bend through the elbow and just drop your forehead into your palm. And then take your right hand to your hip and gently start to broaden across the heart. So you're rotating the chest slightly. Feeling some opening through the side, waist. And then inhaling, lifting the top palm up, and exhaling, bending at the elbow, sliding your palm feather light at the base of the skull. So you're not resting any weight here. You're just opening through the side of the rib cage and into the armpit and arm line. Feeling your breath expanding through the intercostal muscles between the rib cage, breaking up any energetic congestion through the area of the upper body, the upper back and chest, lungs, heart. Relaxing the top palm down. And you can turn the body over your leg, take a breath, and then lift all the way up. Bringing the heart back to center. And then switching up the crossing of your legs so that the right shin bone is now in front of the left. And you're shifting over towards the right. Taking a breath, dropping back and down through the left hip. You can roll the shoulders a few times. And as your left hip anchors down, you're walking the fingertips forward, feeling into that tissue line from the hip towards the shoulder. Take a breath. And then exhale and melt, relaxing forward. And again, bringing your body just slightly towards the shin bone. So there's no pressure on your knee. And as you feel that tissue line beginning to soften and release, you're gently moving your chest now back to center. So you're folding over the shin bone. And feeling the stretch through the outer hips and sacrum, really melting the shoulders and head. You might even feel that you can slide props away. Just let the weight of the head hang, feeling into the tissue at the back of the neck and base of the skull. Taking a few more breaths and rolling up. Opening through the right leg, taking the right leg to the right, and adding support to the inner leg line. Bending at the elbow and resting your forehead in your palm. So now you're opening up through the side of the body, through the left side waist. Opening a little bit more through the collarbone, but keep your neck relaxed. And then reach your top palm up. Bend at the elbow and sliding the fingertips very lightly behind the skull. Releasing any sticky areas through the tissue of the ribs and armpits. And noticing how breath by breath, your breath begins to expand a little bit more. Relaxing your top arm, rotating your chest over the right leg, and then lifting all the way up. Taking a few breaths and taking any movements you need through your body. We're going to work a little bit deeper into our arm lines. As I mentioned, Gemini rules the lungs, the chest, and the arms. So as we work into the arm lines, just notice how the tissues of the arms are connected to the energy of the heart and also to the throat, communication, how we communicate with our hands. I'm a Gemini and I talk a lot with my hands if you haven't noticed already. And also how our hands are connected to our mind and our thoughts. So as we come into Anahatasana, heart-melting pose, we'll be stretching through the armpit, the shoulder, and the arm lines into our palms. And it's nice to have some support for your forehead or your arms as well, so that it doesn't feel too intense to stay here for a couple of minutes. You can stay exactly as you are, or if you'd like to deepen into the arm lines, you can come into reverse prayer pose. So be a little bit more intense, bringing your palms together to touch, bending at your elbows, and then bringing the wrists behind the base of the skull. So your fingertips are now pointing towards the tailbone. Taking one more breath. Releasing your hands, bringing your palms back underneath your shoulders and rounding your spine. Reaching up through the back of the heart. And then widen your knees and drop back into child's pose. As you come back into child's pose, stretch both arms out in front of you. And taking a big breath here. Left palm threads underneath the right arm and drop down to the left shoulder, turning your head to the right. You can add cushioning for your cheek to support your neck. And you can either keep your right palm reaching forward, or you can take your right forearm and drop it down onto the left forearm, which will add a little bit of weight to the stretch. Melting the shoulder joint and softening along the shoulder blade. Root down through the right palm and release through the left arm. Stretching that out in front of you and just feeling the flow of prana down through the arm line. And we're threading now the right arm underneath the left. Unwinding through the arm. Stretching both arms in front of you. Take a big breath in. And then let's roll all the way up. And as you come up, you can come back into a seated position, giving your legs a little bit of a shake. And let's pause for a moment and just release a little through the neck before our final posture. So rolling the shoulders up, back, and down. And then exhaling, dropping your chin towards your chest. And we'll roll the right ear to the right shoulder and the left ear to the left shoulder. Just drawing the chin across the collarbone and breathing. Moving very slowly, pausing and breathing. And moving to the opposite side, pausing and breathing. And then floating your chin back to center and all the way up. And you can take a hold of either a bolster or a rolled blanket. If you don't have either, just grab a cushion. You want to place this prop right at the back of the heart, between the shoulder blades. And then you're taking the shoulders off of the prop and resting them onto the ground. Add another pillow or blanket to support the base of your skull so that you can keep a natural curve through your neck, so there's no strain on your neck. Start by bringing the soles of your feet to the ground, and then as you lower down, adjust your prop as needed. And then we'll bring support underneath the base of the skull. And then from here, you can always deepen into the hips by bringing your knees open and sliding the soles of your feet together, adding any extra cushions under your thighs and your knees. So you shouldn't feel any restriction to your breathing. If you do feel that, then you want to adjust your prop. It might need to adjust a few inches up or a few inches down. Feeling this broadening and opening across the chest. Bringing your breath into the upper lobes of the lungs. You might be sensing some movement of prana, of energy through the heart chakra. Perhaps a sense of warmth down through the arms. Softening the space between your eyebrows. And imagine again the seed of your intention. And allowing that seed to drop down from the mind into the center of the heart. And breath by breath, the seed becoming a flower of the heart. The petals of the flower opening up, one petal unfolding down the sternum towards the belly, one petal unfolding up towards the throat and the head. One petal unfolding down the left shoulder and arm into your palm. And one petal unfolding down through the right shoulder and palm. Feeling the manifestation of your intention through the actions and expressions of your hands, the way that you communicate with others, the way that you gesture from the heart. Breaking through the duality of the mind into the oneness, the perception of oneness at the heart. 3 big breaths. Reach down and help your knees in towards each other. And then roll off your prop to one side. And you can just slide that out from underneath you. Coming onto your back. Hugging your knees to your chest. And rounding your spine, exhaling forehead to your knees. You can slide your palms to the base of your skull, just cupping your head as it drops back into your hands. And then placing your head back to the ground, your feet to the floor, and stretch out your legs for your final relaxation. Letting the thighs drop open. And take your hands together, feeling the centers of energy at the palms. And you can rub your palms back and forth, generating a little bit of heat, healing heat. And then place that heat over the eyes, so palms to eyes. Letting the healing energy sweep down through the eyes into your nervous system. Relaxing your palms. Taking some time to bathe under the light of the moon, allowing your body to float in a space between waking and sleeping for several minutes. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I always love to hear from you in the comments. Let me know how this new moon practice for the moon in Gemini went for you today, how it affected your body and your mind. And I'll see you next time. Namaste. For more yoga practices like these, please like this video, comment below, and share this video with a friend. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.